Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my CD collection. In part 1, I showed you my Aaron Lewis, Aaron Watson, Abath, Aborted, and AC/DC CDs. Today we're going to be taking a look at the second shelf on the wall. First up, we have Accept by Accept. I got this one on Amazon out of luck. I was really looking for this CD because I had really been getting into Accept at the time and had done some research because at first I thought that Restless and Wild was the first album since that's the earliest one you can find on streaming services, but did some research and realized that they made 3 albums before that. Next up, we have second studio album, I'm a Rebel. This is when Accept was going through a weird period in their careers because they sounded more like AC/DC on this album, when they would obviously go into more German metal territory and sound a little heavier. Breaker, third studio album from Accept. Favorite song on here is Son of a Bitch. That one's a banger. First time I played this CD, I absolutely fell in love with the song. Restless and Wild, great album. This is the earliest album you can find kind of on streaming services. Got this one on Amazon along with the first 3. Accept, Balls to the Wall. Favorite song is the title track. I think everyone saw that coming. There's even some great live stuff on here, some bonus material. 2 live tracks on the edition I bought. Metal Heart. I actually have a t-shirt of this album, of the album cover, in my closet. I honestly should have worn it for this video, but I'm wearing a Megadeth shirt instead. But great album. Favorite song is Metal Heart. Russian Roulette, another great Accept album. Eat the Heat. This is a bit of a weird album because lead singer Udo Dirkschneider stepped down for this one because Accept wanted to go more radio friendly and Udo wanted to remain in the more hard rock Accept sound. Don't even know who the singer on this album is, but he's okay. Some of the songs on here are pretty good. I just wouldn't say they're as good as the material that came before it. But Udo would come back for their 9th studio album, Objection Overruled. I got this one as a Christmas present from my parents a few years back, along with the final 2 Udo albums, which were also Christmas gifts. So that would be Death Row, 10th studio album from Accept, and it's pretty awesome. And the last Udo Dirkschneider album before the band would retire, Predator. And then they wouldn't come back till around 2010 with a different singer, which the new singer for Modern Accept is pretty good. I just would say he's no Udo Dirkschneider, but they put out some good albums with the other singer. Blood of the Nations is probably the best album they've put out with the new singer. Pretty good album, though. My favorite song on this album is The Ballad. Accept, Stalingrad, 13th studio album. I really like the back for this one. Accept, Blind Rage. This one's actually a 2-disc set. On one side, you have the album, and then you have a live show on disc 2, which I haven't really played thoroughly, but I will get to it eventually. Rise Against, 15th studio album. I really like the artwork for this album, not gonna lie. Accept, Too Mean to Die. Great album. And finally, the most recent Accept album, Humanoid, which I actually ordered on pre-order when it was originally available on Amazon. And so I had pre-ordered Humanoid. And I remember I was really excited when I finally got it in the mail. Ace Frehley from 1978. This is Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley's first solo album. Favorite song on here is Speedin' Back to My Baby. I got this one as a gift from my brother for my birthday a few years ago. Ace Frehley, Frehley's Comet. I'm really proud of this one. I got this on Discogs for like $40. For some reason, these go for a lot because it's out of print. And honestly, it's one of the CDs I'm the most proud of. Not gonna lie. I really wanted it and finally had the funds to get it. I work a retail job, so I don't just always have $40, $50 to throw on CDs. But after saving money and getting the budget for it, I was so proud of myself to get a copy of it because I love that album. Like, I love Frehley's Comet from 1987. One of my favorite albums of all time. What just fell? Oh, it was just an AC/DC one. Okay. While reaching over here. Frehley's Comet, second sighting for 1988. Another great album. Ace Frehley, Trouble Walkin' from 1989. Anomaly, Ace Frehley's comeback album from 2009 after being dormant for like 20 years. Decent album for sure. Ace Frehley, Space Invader. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big Ace Frehley fan. Ace Frehley, Origins, Volume 1. Favorite track on here is Fire and Water, which is a duet with Paul Stanley. Ace Frehley, Spaceman. Another album of original material. The Origins albums are cover albums, by the way. Origins, Volume 2. Favorite cover is Layla or Lola. I forget what that one's titled, but it's a great cover. Believe it's Layla. Most recent Ace Frehley album, 10,000 Volts. Ace of Base, Greatest Hits. Favorite song on here is The Sign. I first discovered Ace of Base because they used The Sign in a Full House episode, and I was a Full House kid. I definitely watched Nick at Night. But that's where I'm going to leave you off for part 2. I got plenty of more coming up on this wall, starting with the Oughta Lead Us Way and Aerosmith collection coming up next. So, see you guys later this week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see what else I own. And let me know what you think of these albums in the comments.